Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing on the PvE with the new changes. As you can see that the turrets look different and the map is back to being green again. There are some things to go over, and we're playing AKALI today because new items are being introduced, or maybe they existed in the past, and one of them is Gunblade, which is an item that AKALI has used in the past. So we're just going to be trying that against this Rise. Besides that, another big thing is that your role now also has a quest. The quests show up over here, and every single role has a different quest. Right now that I know of, you can't decide the quest. It just does it for you. That I know of, I feel like they should make it so you can decide, but the mid lane quest and like all the quests basically just work through killing minions, getting kills, or hitting turrets and objectives. So it's just gonna progress like through the game. It will always happen. So, the mid lane quest is that when you finish it, you'll get something unique. Like top laners can get TP and stuff if they didn't have TP, otherwise their TP can become more efficient. And then for mid lane, we get empowered recall that has like Baron buff recall, but it has like a 2-minute cooldown on it, so it can't be used all the time. And then besides that, you also get empowered boots, which is like the feats, because the feats are gone. The feats are the ones that were the first person to reach 3 of like first blood plus the like objective taking would let the whole entire team buy empowered boots. No longer exists. The only person that gets empowered boots is mid lane right now. So that is what we get. This guy is probably going to base because he doesn't have much mana. He most likely is going to be building the new mana item, because there is a mana item that increases the amount of damage that you deal based off of how much mana you have, and Rise does have a ton of that, so he is going to be beneficial with that. I do think Gunblade might become meta for AKALI. I mean, normally people go Storm Surge if you want to go full burst, and I believe that the damage from the Gunblade will actually outpace it so ridiculously much that I don't see why you would ever want to do that. But you will be squishier, of course. Like, for instance, Hextech Rocket Belt gives her HP. But the Gunblade, if you don't know what Gunblade is and you're like new to League, is an AD and AP item, which is pretty rare. Really, there's like no items like it. Because it gives 2 different types of stats, and most champions just benefit from one, so it just doesn't make much sense to really have that. Also, the minions spawn way quicker. I don't know if I mentioned that. The minions spawn very quickly, so like invades are like not even possible anymore. They spawn so fast. Yeah, if I have Flash Q here, he'll just die, but that's okay. We'll just do a little short trade onto him. Gunblade, though, besides giving you AP and AD, and the reason why it's good on AKALI, another good champion that it's on would be like Katarina, is because AKALI has dual scalings. You don't build Gunblade on Zoe because Zoe doesn't have AD scalings in any ability whatsoever. How AKALI Q, E, and R all have, and your passive, is that, as you can see, there's an AP ratio and a bonus AD ratio, meaning that you're double dipping into making it so the stats aren't wasted. But then also the effect is good too, right? Because the effect is just you press a button, it's a 60-second CD, you deal magic damage to them, and you slow them. So it's just good for all inning, really. It does more damage than Storm Surge too. So you don't need to activate it like Storm Surge, it just can be pressed. Like, okay, you activate it, I guess, but what I was trying to say is that like Storm Surge has a requirement, you need to deal a certain amount of damage for it to happen, so anyways, my team's doing pretty dang good already. Hopefully they don't win too hard where the game is like short and stuff, because I really wanted to showcase maybe a longer game personally, but we'll see. Man, those bounces actually hit me. That's crazy. We'll just like chill out for a little bit while we wait for the energy to come back up. Now, some other things that they've changed about this game is that you can see that turrets now have platings, and the platings will never go away for the entire game, and it's not even. It's a little bit, and then it becomes more and more as the game continues, or like the plates go away, right? You can see that the last plate is the most amount of HP. So that means that there's no rush to like finish plates before 14 minutes anymore. So that's kind of huge. Another thing that you might see is that there's like this weird blue stuff around it, and also over here there's red on his. That's because if you do not hit a turret, all of the turrets in the game, if they don't get hit for 90 seconds, will store up this these crystals, and when you auto attack it, or just anybody, it will cause it to I still killed him and stuff, but anyways, sorry, I had to like focus. When you auto attack it, it's like a demolish proc. So it's just gonna deal a big chunk of true damage to it, and that will like help out. I think that the intention with this is like, if you play versus somebody that's, if you're playing Fizz mid and you're versus a ranged character during the early game, you're gonna like normally be pushed underneath turret, maybe you'll like lose plates and it seems really unbalanced or something, because by the time that you can finally push back, maybe they already got multiple of your plates. So I'm imagining this is just to try to make it so if you are getting pressured so often, if you finally get your spike point and you're able to finally get to that turret and just auto attack it one time, you can make up for lost time. Another thing is that every single turret is going to have plates now. So when this turret dies, the next turret has plates to get. So that's another giant thing that is now introduced into the game. Otacon no longer exists. It's gone, believe it or not. So Otacon just completely away. No longer exists. I think that there were changes to like grubs and stuff. Baron spawns at 20 minutes again. Instead of 25, because Otacon's gone. There's like a lot of changes, but also like not a lot of changes. I really wanted this wave to be fixed, but it's just kind of difficult to do that, huh? That's okay though, we have 20 seconds on my ultimate. I mean, the best chance that I have to beat this guy would definitely be having that available. Bot lane is still winning pretty well, but they do have an Aphelios who scales not badly. Riot says with the new items, they tried to make it so every single champion would have one new item to maybe use. For Zoe, I don't feel like that's true at all. I looked at all the items, do not think that any of them are necessarily good for us. So that's not something that will be useful for me. Did he just base? I could go for the turret hit here, but honestly, I feel like I just would rather get back on the map kind of quickly instead. So that's what we're going to be doing. Oh yeah, the vision spots. I definitely forgot about that, and it's kind of huge. You're going to see these little tiny gray markers. They're so tiny, it's hard to see, but this is what it is. When you hover over it, when you put your ward, it will reveal this entire area. There's one here. And just it's a ward location basically for, I guess, special wards. I finally get to hit the turret. It did 800 damage. Gonna use my ultimate just to like go backwards here. Not bad, dude. The Wukong might gank us potentially. I don't really see a ward spot that would be too unique. The ward spots are kind of in areas that I consider not, like, too game-changing just yet. Like, some people think that it's gonna, like, change the entire game. But I feel like most of the spots that I've seen about the new wards kind of feel like they put it in a spot where, like, this location already could basically see almost this entire area, and I felt like the reason for putting it here is so you wouldn't have to be so focused on perfectly perfect putting it in this correct location. Because if you put it like here, right? Imagine the previous one, how it wouldn't reveal as much. So I think it's just supposed to be like kind of like noob help, kind of. But I don't think it's in areas that are too important. This one's kind of insane, gotta admit. But, like, there's none inside of, like, enemy jungle itself, really. I mean, if you get a ward over there, maybe, but, like, that ward... For me to go put a ward down to get the vision of his wolves is kind of ridiculous. By this point, if you were to put a ward over there, you might as well just put a ward right here. It wouldn't matter. Also, my mid lane quest is completed, so I have Empowered Recall. Remember, it has a cooldown, though. It's important to not just think that you just have it all the time. This time, I will use it, though. I'm okay with that. So I'll just use my Empowered Recall to reset here. And we have our Gunblade, I believe. Okay, I have Empowered Recall, so if you really want to stop me to do that, that's fine with me. Putting it in my 1 slot because it's an active and I want to be able to use it effectively. And you can see that the cooldown of the recall is here, where champion kills and assists reduce it. I had no idea. Good thing I hovered over it to look at that. Cool. Good to know. I'm going to start rotating top just in case for some reason this set is just too busted and kills both of these guys. But it looks like we're probably going to be able to get them. Nice. Not bad. Rise was able to hit this, and when Rise hit it, he did break that, like, crystal thing and make it so, I lost a little bit of plates, but that's not a big deal. What's really convenient about this Gunblade, by the way, is that it gives you Spell Vamp and Lifesteal, and Spell Vamp is really, really strong. You can kind of sustain yourself a bit if you just press Q on minion waves. I'm going to start rotating bot. I don't really know if Karma can survive for very long, but if she can, I'll be down there pretty soon. I'm guessing that... I don't know why my Q went backwards there, but alright. Doesn't really matter. We don't even need to play that effectively to kill these guys, because they are quite weak compared to me, and also I know how to take turret shots. Apparently, geez, ouch. I'm just gonna get one plate and... I was gonna say I'm gonna reset, but I saw where Wukong was for a second. I don't think he's close enough down bot side just yet, but he might gank me pretty soon. I feel like I can not die to him, though. I think I can survive it. He bought the new item, which is probably not the most effective as a first item, which gives him attack damage, Omnivamp Tenacity, and ability haste based off of his AD. So that's the new item, one of the new items for Bruisers. So right now, this has a 30% AP ratio. It also has a base damage that goes up as the game continues. It does 272 damage, so almost 300 just by pressing it, which is like about a Q. My Q also hits pretty dang hard. We have the Empowered Boots, of course. With the Empowered Boots, you don't get them until you buy them. For instance, Rise, like, doesn't have his yet, and I bet his quest is done. Yeah. So he doesn't even have his Empowered Boots. Huh. Okay, I mean, this is pretty chill. One person's dead. I just Gunbladed her. I just hit that guy with all of my abilities as well. I mean, if I get to auto-attack trade, proc my Conquer and stuff, we're going to be not only dealing a ton, but remember, we're also going to be healing for a ton, because we have Lifesteal and Omnivamp through Gunblade, but Conquer does the same thing if you fully stack it. Conquer gives us, Also, this set being here is scary. I know that I might have greeted a bit too hard. I'm going to just try to leave, but it might be difficult. Okay, cool. I didn't want to waste my ultimate, but I'd rather survive than not. Just gonna fully base. For itemization, we could just probably go like standard AKALI. I always do like Lich Bane on her because it feels very powerful. Especially for like burst heavy builds. Yeah. That was the gist of the changes. I might have missed something with dragons. I think that dragons might have, like, slightly changed. Where, like, they might have a bonus effect or something. I don't exactly remember. This guy is honestly not that easy to kill. Why is my gunblade not going off? That's so weird. Huh, I actually was just expecting him to continue running at me because that's what he was doing the whole time, but I'll just flash just to kill him because I would rather not. I'm probably dead. Oh my goodness, I lived just barely. I bet, honestly, I only survived because of that little bit of Omni-Vamp that I have. That Vamp probably just saved my life there. I'm probably just going to build a Medjai's. There's a chance that the enemy team just gives up because, I mean, my team is kind of popping off. I am just playing, like, a regular game without even, like, playing with anybody, so I'm just alone here. I kind of want to try dueling somebody and just see how much, like... I wish that this tracked how much healing you get, because it would be kind of sick to just see. I'm gonna try ulting him, but he might just try to run. But look how much I healed for, though. Like, per weight. This is a weird feeling. This is almost, like, nostalgic for AKALI. Being able to see the health actually just go up every single time I press Q. Plus 112. Plus 112. Plus 100 and something again. It's just like, whoa. It actually kind of adds up. That's why I feel like it's going to be better. Because Storm Surge already... If Storm Surge outpaces this damage because it gives you Magic Pen, I still feel that it's, I bet, not enough. We'll just die. Having blue buff is kind of OP on AKALI because you can just spam your abilities way more frequently because you have a higher energy regen, and a lot of energy champions are not gated by cooldowns, but rather gated by how much energy they have. Because my QCD is 1 second. I do have Lich Bean and base. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not actually gonna fight this guy. I was just trying to take this stuff. Where is this? I keep on seeing something. What is that? Oh, it's this. Oh, I didn't see that there was one here. Huh, that shows a pretty big area too. Wow, that goes really far over there. I can't even see how far over it goes because... Interesting. Got it. My camera can't even, like, show how much vision it gives. Huh. That spot is honestly not too difficult to ward, especially being a support player, so that feels a bit ridiculous. I think all of the other spots seemed like not too influential until I just saw that one. I probably can't get this guy, but oh well. If he, like, got in range of me, I'm totally down to try to all-in him just with my ultimate, because why not? But... I don't really want to try to kill Nico. I just feel like it's kind of a waste. Why does my Pyke have a Challenger icon when we're on PvE? Do people actually climb to Challenger on PvE for some reason? What is the point? I almost want to go in just to see how much lifesteal I would get from hitting there, but I'm just not going to do it. It's probably too risky with Wukong being around, since Wukong can probably just press R and just instantly kill me. We'll go Zhonya's next, because Zhonya's will give me the best opportunity to be able to do like crazy dive plays, since I'm just so dang fed. I also don't know what my next champion I want to play is, because normally I put Arena as my second, but nothing probably changed with Arena. So I would probably just play a new champion and try something out, because playing Gunblade AKALI, I mean, I've already kind of seen what it is capable of now. I guess Gunblade Katarina still exists. I killed him with Gunblade, that's kind of goofy. I am not used to pressing my one key. It is very strange. I keep on like pressing it, and I feel like I just don't understand the range or something, because I thought that I used it sooner than I did, but I just keep on messing it up. Still absolutely wild how much you can heal for every single wave. Having sustain is so crazy to me. Whoa. I want to jump in, but I'm just worried that something bad will happen if I do. One dead. Oh my goodness. There's no way I'm going to be surviving that after getting snared underneath turret. The turret damage was basically most of the damage that was dealt to me. The set did a good amount too, though. 3.6k. How much of that was, like, shielded from my karma, but how much of it was because I was also, like, just lifestealing or omnivamp? I wonder. What does supports even get? A new slot for control wards and discount for control wards. And ED carry gets what? Like, they get free boots? Oh yeah, AD carry gets free boots, and the boots like go in a separate slot, so you actually don't have to buy boots at all. And I think you might have to buy it to like upgrade it, but technically you can get to 7 items and still have boots available, which is kind of cool, I guess. Huh. Apparently that guy doesn't die. I'm not going to waste my Ignite on somebody that isn't really scary, nor do I think killing her is like that useful, so just not going to bother. I'm just trying to kill this guy because I think it would be goofy to just dive underneath the turret and just kill the AD carry, because why not? That's what I was doing just for fun, because at this point we already know that the game is mostly won. We could play for objectives now, though, since the enemy team doesn't want to give up, so I'm down to play it out slower if we really need to. We have the objective, or I mean not the objective, but soul, and that's kind of busted. Aphelios only has 2 items so far. I kind of have 2 items, I guess, in a way. Some of the new items, because, hey, I mean, might as well talk about them, is that there's the Actualizer. So this one is the one that does the increased ability damage based off of your mana. I don't think it's going to be good on Zoe, because I bet if you go into, like, Practice Tool and test, will Shadow Flame or this deal more? Usually the flat magic pen plus the bonus effect of the Shadow Flame is just significantly better than whatever this is. But this would be good for champions like Ryze, Kassadin, Cassiopeia. The champions that build Rod of Ages and, like, other stuff, too. In fact, maybe even Vhagar. I'd be down to try it. Because Vhagar also is another one of those types of champions, I guess, that really could benefit from it, right? Damn, your damage is not that bad, dude. Holy crap. I'm gonna probably die here, but... 30% increased ability damage? What? That's a bit bonkers. Oh my goodness. No wonder he was doing so much damage to me. I mean, that's a significant damage percentage increase. No wonder. Because he didn't really land that good of a combo either. Other things that I don't know that I've tried is that I went into Practice Tool and I just destroyed a bunch of bubbles, or balloons I should say, on Zoe. And I didn't see any new items drop. I don't know if that's because it's not implemented yet, or they just are not going to be adding that in. Because technically, Gunblade isn't active, this isn't active, and this other item that I have not talked about is using an ability, your next attack does bonus magic damage. So it's like Lichbane, but it also has another effect of your on-hits apply an additional time. If you think that works on, like, Zoe passive or AKALI passive, it doesn't. So just be aware. I've tested both. It doesn't work that way, but it would be crazy if it did, because imagine dealing 700 damage with an auto attack because of this. I don't know. Seems nuts. I already kind of deal about that amount anyways with Lichbane, but it's probably more for, like, champions like Kog'Maw and stuff. Like, AP Kog'Maw could maybe go it, because after using your R spam, imagine Kog'Maw getting the effect of his W, dealing the maximum percentage damage twice. Is there any way to ever kill this guy? I doubt it. Jeez, dude, that guy is actually fed as heck. I also can't even kill this wave really in front of him without putting myself in danger, so I'm just not going to bother. At least we have a game on our hands. I really hate just hardcore stomping in these game modes. That doesn't kill her? No! Aw. If he doesn't have his flash there, what I wanted to do was I was going to escape far enough away where my E would come off cooldown, because if I land double E there, I bet I would heal for so much. We killed the Rise pretty quickly, though. Just used full combo onto him. The Gunblade damage is 341 at this amount of items. I know that I lost my Magi stacks and stuff. It's not really that concerning, though. What other champion can go Gunblade? I feel like it's really just Katarina and AKALI for mid lane. Nidalee might be able to build it, but I feel like it's not going to be very good. I feel like Nidalee is still mostly AP damage. And it would probably not benefit her too much. So I don't think that's very good. It's kind of cool seeing how large this actualizer, that's what it's called, can go for Rise. Because Rise's passive is that there's an AP ratio, and it's just Rise gets bonus mana based off of his AP. So when he finishes his death cap, his mana will go up, and when his mana goes up, then Actualizer gets stronger. So he's not even at his, like, core spike yet. His core spike is finishing decap. Anyways, the game's probably just over now. Yeah, it's GG. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed learning about all of the new stuff. And we will end the game. GG. Hopefully Katarina doesn't become meta, because I freaking hate Katarina meta. My team's, like, not trying to end, and I feel like they're just doing it just so we'd like have a more of an opportunity to like, I guess, do stuff. But I really would prefer to just end the game, honestly. 1.7k. 1.7k. 40% increased damage. That is freaking crazy. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to try Rise now. Alright guys, if you want to see Rise, that's what we're going to be doing next. I know that I'll probably like title this and label it as AKALI with her new stuff, but hey, if you're interested in watching Rise, I think I want to play that. Did 59k. This is a PBE game. I don't know the ranks of my opponents because it's PBE, which is like a separate test realm. So anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to game 2 of the AKALI trying out Gunblade. The Rise game actually ended up so good that I actually published it yesterday, so if you wanted to see Rise with the new item, I did make a video on that, so that's why instead we're playing AKALI, because figured it should just be its own video for Rise, because the change was kind of huge for that type of thing. Looks like Kaisa was a little bit late to lane. To be honest, I should not trade versus her. Kaisa is so ridiculous if she plays AD Kaisa, which she is. But I can probably just do a trade now. The only reason why I didn't want to do a trade is because she has Hail of Blades, and she procced Hail of Blades, and I didn't want her to get the auto attacks off very easily. So that was my focus there. But now, we'll probably just get level 2 here, and then just look for like trades using my Shroud. Kaisa W does reveal people that that are stealth, so she does have a mechanic that can reveal me, but I don't think it should matter too much. I'll just swap these guys back. You hit me. You never want to fight Kaisa when you have stacks on you, because if she procs all 5 stacks, it does percent missing, and I don't want to deal with that, because it does so much damage. Besides that, she's really just like auto attack trades, which just means that when you go for farm, you just have to be aware of like when she's gonna do it. But I feel like our trading pattern is probably better for mid laner. Had a feeling she would probably do that. Oh, I really thought I got that down the line, but that's okay. We should be able to honestly get a lot of pressure on my next Shroud, I believe, because she has no potions left, and she has no TP either. So I think she'll just get screwed over here. Yeah, I mean, she's in a terrible position. I still have a potion left, and there's not really much that she can probably do. The laning part of this where like she needs to reset, but it's slow pushing towards me, just creates this huge problem where she wants to stay because she will miss minions, and if she bases, it'll become even worse. But I was hoping to just harass a little bit more and then still keep the wave frozen. So I went in purposely because I was like, you know what, if I just like do something like that, it might still like keep her around. I know that my Tekram's here. I don't think I could follow it up though. He's able to kill her because she's like super bad position, and then what I will do is just start clearing this out, because now, yeah, I mean, jungle came in at a good spot, but the reason why he came in is because I'm also setting up for my jungler's success, because if I freeze, then what can she really do ever, right? So it was on purpose. You can make it so your jungler has an easier time. Oh my gosh. If I had a mana, or energy I should say, for my Q there, I think I could one-shot him. But because I don't, then I'm just not going to bother. We'll just build a Dark Seal because I do think that we can snowball. Right on level 6, we most likely can all in. As long as I can start it off with like having a decent amount of distance before she can get back to her turret. So if I just like freeze this really hard, even if it means that I tank a bunch of minions, then it should just like completely ruin her day. So I'm just like going around in circles. We'll just kill these. And these will keep the minion wave around this distance. And this will like really be frustrating for her. And then we just do something like that to finish. poor guy. I mean, that's kind of deserved for picking Kai'Sa mid. Kai'Sa mid is pretty unreliable, I would say, so picking Kai'Sa mid definitely is not the play. She wants me to, I guess, probably go easy on her, I suppose, is what she's saying, but I'm not try-harding that much, really. We're just playing towards our champion's strengths, which is Q spam with Shroud. We're good versus auto attackers. We have a better kit for 1v1ing. I mean, Kai'Sa mid is not really a thing, so all we want to do is just not play towards her strengths. Her strengths are... AP Kai'Sa takes a while to get online, but eventually her strength would be her W spam and how it can, like, really chunk people hard. But for now, she's really quite weak. Just electrocute proc, back away. Had a feeling she would probably use W, so I just tried to weave behind the minions, so then it would have a worse chance of hitting me there. And then there's a bot lane fight. We can just join it immediately. I mean, if they need help, I guess. If they don't need help, then it doesn't really matter. Nice. That Ahri is worth barely any money. The Kai'Sa also is still mid lane. I thought that she may be based, and she is low. My next E, if I land RE, I might be able to just straight up kill. No. Okay, so what I was trying to do is that I eat a minion, and then I was going to hopefully try to one-shot her underneath the turret, and then I would use my E to escape, but I just don't deal enough damage because she has barrier. Her barrier is pretty dang strong. For the shielding, and I can't really deal with that. That's still okay, though, because in the end, the only thing that really matters is just getting to that Gunblade spike. Damn, everybody freaks out on PB, or a surprising amount of people when it's just a test server. We probably can harass her underneath her turret without really taking much damage, because AKALI can just use her Shroud plus E to get a little chunk off, because if I am going to be shoving all the time, I'm never going to be able to hit her, and I don't like that. Decent damage. Still not enough, but all this poke will add up eventually for hopefully another dive play. But this time a dive play where I don't die. Perfect. My next ultimate is the exact timing of my E, so all we need to do is just press RE on her, and she should just die. Really? I mean, Maokai's here too, I guess, but I don't even know if I need his assistance. Oh, you unfortunately queued. Whoops. But it still works out. Can you make a video of your team not on the payroll? Really? I don't even need my teammate to help out with the, I have no idea who these people are because I'm playing solo, but I don't think I needed Maokai to kill you. No. We have Gunblade now. On my next ultimate, we'll just try to do an all-in, just like limit test to see the capabilities of how much burst damage we have. Because I am curious if we just can 100 to 0. I mean, even with AKALI overextending, it wouldn't really matter that much because in the end, the only thing that really matters is that I will almost always have W or E to escape, right? Which means that I'm not really ever in danger. So we'll just flash on that guy to finish him. I have RE up, so I probably can just do it. Let me just lifesteal first, so I have a little bit of healing, and then as soon as this comes in, we just press RE. And then we'll just use the ultimate as an escape tool, and we just heal them. Or heal us, I should say. And then we'll just heal a little bit more again. And try to take this turret. I also have my boots done. Playing their life out, I mean, all I'd, like, okay, so League champions, like, aren't really that complicated. Like, for instance, like, a AKALI RE combo, would just be, you press R at max distance, and you just keep your mouse on top of the person, and you just press E. It's not really, like, complicated, mechanically. I'm not even, like, trying to dodge anything. I'm just pressing buttons in the correct order. For combos, for champions, sometimes the only thing that really matters is just, like, knowing how to do it. Okay, well, I got her flash just by gunblading her. I wanted to see if maybe I could chase her with it. How long does it last? 1.5 seconds? Honestly, the slow effect is only 25%. It kind of sucks. I thought the slow effect was, like, 40 for some reason. I'm down to fight when I have Shroud up, but with no energy, there's not much that I can really do. Yeah, I mean, Leona is quite weak, so we'll just get a free kill. Why not? This Mundo is kind of dominating top, but it's okay. I think that we can deal with that. Let's damage test, even though I don't have my Gunblade just yet. Should I just wait? It's 5 seconds. Dude, you need to stop using your Q. This guy using his Q is the biggest problem. Okay, well, somehow I just barely managed to survive that. It honestly looked like that tiny bit of healing that I was getting from hitting the RE was kind of enough. I healed for quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, in that case, they were all sitting into my Shroud because I was super low. Usually there's, like, always a reason for why people do something that is usually not what you're supposed to do, right? You're not supposed to be inside of AKALI's Shroud because she can, like, continuously stealth, but it's because I was 1 HP. It's, like, a good way to understand the game. I would probably do the same thing if I was versus a AKALI and I needed the kill desperately. We'll just kill that guy as soon as she comes in. We already used our Gunblade, so we won't be able to do it onto the Kaisa, but I can just press RE on her and probably one-tap her too. I just need to make sure these minions are not here because I really don't want to get, like, blocked where my E accidentally hits a minion. So, shoulders die. Put down a ward in the ward spot, so I also can, like, reveal the whole entire area pretty easily. Dude, plus 200 when I use my Q on the whole wave is so crazy. Aw, I was kind of down to try to go in, but I might be screwed. Yeah, I'm probably just screwed here. Holy crap. I think I'm actually not screwed just because I have flash. If I didn't have flash, I definitely was. I'm down to still fight if they try to commit more resources, because I have my ultimate coming back up. I know Mundo's just, like, ending the game, but there's no way that this person can kill me. Plus 300 when I press Q. It's just so nuts, dude. Truly having, like, I feel like, was it, like, Bloodthirster meta that existed one time? And I feel like Bloodthirster meta just was, like, super frustrating to play. I'm definitely dead here. There's literally no way to escape. The Mundo will, like, probably not die very easily this game. And if they're actually going to play it out, I guess we're going to have a longer game, because I figured that they would just give up. But if they ain't, then let's just play for objectives. That's how you win games. Let's just do, like, Dragon and Rift Herald. Baron will spawn very soon because Baron's at 20 minutes instead of 25, so we can get that sooner than later. And then if we can finish Baron, we could just, like, shove the lane that Mundo's probably in to, like, counter him. I wonder if I actually can deal enough to Mundo to, like, win versus him. Maybe I should go, never mind. I already kind of committed for an item that I probably can't change at this point. I was thinking about maybe going, like, Lichbane for more consistent damage, because Shadow Flame's kind of burst heavy, but this guy has no magic resist, which is why I'm down to fight. Have my ultimate coming back up. I have Ignite. Let's just see how much damage we can deal to this guy. We'll just continue running away, right? For a moment at least, until he doesn't want to. I miss my Q. Well, that maybe is the game decider. Or not game decider, but 1v1 decider for, like, how much damage we can deal. I'm down to stick around, even though I'm low. Even though I'm chunked, I know that he has no ultimate now, and we still have a bit of healing in our kit, even though he's going to sustain himself back up to full so easily. I will get a kill onto that guy. There's no way I can survive, so I just gotta leave if I continue fighting. As soon as Mundo builds a magic resist, oof, I don't really know what to do besides just play away from him. Because the only person I could probably kill him is any consistent damage dealer like Jinx or GP. AKALI doesn't have any consistent damage because technically with your Shroud, you only have a maximum amount of Qs you can throw. You don't have energy regeneration through fighting, technically, in a way. Okay, they just use everything on me. Got it. Well, I did not die. I was hoping to kill the Viego, too, because I just want to be able to shove a wave. If we kill them, because we're so much more fed than them, we can get a wave done, and the waves will allow us to probably, like, take an inhib or something so we can have more pressure, but my team did get to kill the, other guy, though, at least. You died, GP? How did you die? Didn't miss Dragon. I'm on the way. Kind of looking like a free fight, so we'll just use Gunblade even though we didn't need to. My ultimate is coming back up, so I'm down to just use this opportunity to probably be able to do... Oh, never mind, that person's gone. There's no way to chase that. And then the Mundo will rotate in, I know, and he's annoying, so I don't really want to fight him. Mundo's a bit of a struggle to kill. Like, my Jinx won't be able to do anything either. We should just be probably just doing the Baron or something. I'm only trying to poke because I don't feel like... Oh my goodness, bro. This person's so strong. The Mundo did 1 billion damage, but I mean that's what you get when the Mundo just kind of has a free game. GP's doing his best. Viego started Baron alone for some reason and is not stopping, so it looks like he might just die to it. I have to ignore Mundo in fights and only go for everybody else because nobody else matters, but honestly, they have a decent team comp for crowd control, where our crowd control on our team kind of sucks. It always is bad whenever you have to play versus so many things that can, like, 1cc is such a big deal. Meanwhile, we don't have a way to deal with this guy. Usually 80 carries are the way that you deal with, like, stuff like Mundo, as long as you can kite him. That's, like, the only thing that matters, really. Kite him out. I'm just gonna kill somebody just because I need to make it so we can have the pressure. That person just barriered. I don't know why she was looking for me so hard, but okay. I don't even know if we can actually do the Baron. I said that we should do Baron together, but I'm not sure if this Mundo might be able to just rotate in and just fight and just win because he's Mundo. It might be too difficult to ever win versus him. If we start the Baron, that is. Because it will just, like, set up such a terrible situation where he can just walk in freely while we're trying to finish it. The team thinks that we can kill Mundo here, which is a huge mistake. If they just continue playing around it, that's really smart, because, I mean, there's not much that we can really do about it. We should just give top inhib and just try to fight somewhere else, because there's no freaking way, unless Jinx rotates too, to try to stop this guy. So... Jinx is caught. We already knew that, though. Just leave him. The only thing that matters is just ignoring the Mundo still and just going for everybody else. And then kill Mundo afterwards. when everybody's here, then we all kill them together, and then once you kill them together, then you have an opportunity. This is probably why, like, if you, like, play inside of, like, super low elo, like bronze or something, and there's one person that, like, is a super fed Mundo, he probably feels so broken, because if you don't actually play as a team, there's really nothing you can do depending on your champion. Like, my champion, legitimately, I don't think ever in this entire game, ever, can solo kill him. Ever. In a 1v1, there's literally no way to do it. Doesn't matter if you're the best freaking AKALI in the world. I don't think that there's an itemization that can ever beat a Mundo. Of course, there's ways of, like, getting more fed than Mundo, but I'm saying, once he gets strong, I guess. Of course, you can, like, probably beat Mundo in lane and, like, keep him super far behind, but he's already reached a strength that is unbeatable for my champ. I figured that the team was going to start it, but they didn't. Because the Jinx can just start it, too. We don't even need to, like, worry about that, but... Ooh, nice. Is that guy dying? We'll kill both. I'm going to continue shoving bot, because if you want to beat somebody who's, like, split pushing on you, sometimes you can try to take it. I'm hoping that somebody bases and, like, helps stop him from pushing, though. Like, some other people. I'm probably just dead. Yeah, Leona is just too good at understanding exactly what to do. Which is just make sure that I am stopped, because if I am stopped, there's no other person that could probably do anything to actually help win the game. Aw, you guys kill Mundo. We should do Baron. This is a good thing to do. If we just do the Baron here, we'll be in position to be able to easily win. Because finally we can, like, just siege through the siege minions or whatever, cannons. Cannons can just hit the turret from far away and we don't have to, like, commit so hard. Dari's still shoving? I mean, I'll just quickly stop her. If she was gonna continue shoving, which she didn't, but... Have to stop the inhib mid. The Baron probably won't be able to be done now because of the Mundo respawning, and I also, like, can't get there. But if they can start it on their own and wait for me to get there, it might be okay. I just don't want Mundo to TP and try to end. That's all. I'm scared about that. It looks like they get it, so we're chilling. I'm just gonna go back. I just wanted to, like, halfway rotate just in case something happens and I have to actually arrive there to stop them. So many super minions. We almost have Soul. Mundo actually went no Spirit Visage. Interesting. Damn, he is just going. Alright. Oh my goodness, dude. He's going crazy. That's amazing for us. Hopefully we can abuse that he's dead. He didn't even take the inhib or anything. Let me just go by Deathcat first, though, because I want to make it so when I shove, I can do something with it. Obviously, recalling after somebody dies is, like, super bad tempo. We're not able to do anything on Mundo's death timer, and we want to be able to abuse that. God, AKALI to wave clear is just so pitiful. Yeah, probably not much that we can do. I can't even, like, initiate, really, unless I go use my, like, flash or my E forwards. We probably can't even utilize this Baron with Mundo coming back up too. Jinx is here. She probably has him. That guy has Death Dance, so the amount of damage that I did probably looked less than I actually was dealing, because what I'm trying to do is make sure that... Yo, Jinx! Oh my gosh, no! I think that he can kill me. I think that he had a Heartsteel proc on me, so that's why I Zhonya'd, because I swear he was going to kill me with, like, one more auto attack, but we got to play as a team with the Jinx, and the Jinx is one of the people that can kill him, and we can finally end this game. Took 30 minutes, but oh well. Oh. Oh, actually, maybe it's not one just yet. I'm just trying to heal up. I'm honestly sustaining quite well here. Baron's still up. GP's not coming to shove with us. He's just doing his own thing. Hecarim's also just farming the jungle. Leona, stop it. Okay, and now it's finally over. So anyways, thanks for watching the other Gunblade AKALI video. If you were, I don't know, wanting to see another attempt of me playing it, try to explain what I'm trying to do to make it so I can just get a massive advantage on just a normal game. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, have a great day. Farewell, bye.